Alright, so in this video, I'm basically going to talk about the gear that I use in shooting my videos. Now, I'm not in any way saying get this exact video gear or lighting gear or audio gear just to get this quality that I have as well. And as you may have noticed, this video quality is a bit down because I'm not shooting with my camera. I'm actually shooting with my smartphone. So if you're just using your smartphone, you can also get decent quality of video. Now, the first gear I'm going to talk about is the audio gear, which I'm using the Tascam DR05X, which is right here, and I have it paired with a lapel mic going under my shirt. So I have it recording right now, and all the audio you're hearing is coming out of this. Now, like I said, the audio and lighting quality should be at its maximum. The video quality is not going to be so important because just as you notice, I'm shooting with my smartphone, the quality is down, but you're still watching this video because I'm providing you with very clear audio and value. So as long as you nail these two, you should be fine. Alright, so for my camera, I use the Nikon Z5. This is the only camera I have with me at the moment. I used to have multiple cameras, but I've sold all of them just to purchase this one. And it is also the reason why I'm shooting with my smartphone, because I can't talk about the camera whilst the camera is still recording. So I also have it paired with my Tamron 35mm f1.8 lens. If you know anything about millimeter or focal length, the 35mm gives me a wide shot. Now with my smartphone, for example, is lesser than 35mm. I'm getting like 20mm. That's why you can see everything in here. But if I put my camera there, it's going to be a little bit narrower. That is the camera and the lens I'm using at the moment. Now, I also did mention that if you're using your smartphone and you don't have lights or lighting equipment, just shoot during the broad daylight. So as you can see, I'm shooting in a broad daylight. So over here, I have the curtains tilted to one side so that I can let in more light. And I also have this window open. There's also another window at the back here, which is also open. So I'm getting more light into my shot. But what if it is nighttime and you want to shoot night videos? Well, that is where this light comes in. Now, I'm not going to say get this light or get that light because this one is better and all of that. I would say every light is light as long as it is powerful enough to light you up. You being the subject, light you up in the scene, then you should go ahead with it. And also considering your budget, I can't say get a light that's like $1,000 when you already have $10 to spend. So the light I have here, let me stand up, is the U800 Plus. This is, I would say, is quite inexpensive because for the value I am getting right out of this light, yeah, I would say for the price it's worth it. So let me quickly turn it on and let's see how it is looking like. Now, the good thing about this is it has warm light and it has the white light as well. Usually I have it set to white light. So this is how it looks like with my light turned on. I'm pretty sure you may see a little bit of difference. So this is a shot of me without the light, and this is a shot of me with the light. I also have a second light here that is, I actually got this quite recently. This is the light for filling up those shadows. I've been mentioning this. So if you look over here, because this light is from one angle, I have light facing here and I'll have darkness over here. So this light is supposed to expose this darkness just a bit. Other people don't use another light. You can have a white sheet right here, and this light is going to be reflecting over there, so that will fill up those shadows. This is more of a photography thing. So anyway, so let's turn that on as well. Now, I usually set it to about 3%, sometimes 1%, depending on how bright I want it. So let's say 5% for this scenario, because I want you to see how it looks like in this shot. So as you can see now, there's a little bit of yellowish here, and I set it to yellow because white is coming from here, yellow should come from here, so that I have that much contrast. So this is the shot of me without any of the light turned on, and this is a shot of me with the white and yellow light, which is right here. So again, because I have so much light coming in, this is not even being affected as much, but that is another cool thing. Now, I have them on light stand as well, as you have seen in the video. Now, for the microphone, I've already mentioned, if you are talking into the computer, I have this microphone connected directly to the computer. So when I click on the recorder, it just goes into the computer. But like I said, you don't necessarily have to get this if you already have a lapel mic, this thing that I have here, and a recorder, you can just use this. And usually I prefer using this because this is of high quality as opposed to this one. Now there's one more light I usually put at the back of my scene because right now it is not dark, so you can't really distinguish me from the background so much, and it is because it is not dark that I'm shooting this video with my smartphone. If it was darker, I'll have to get more of the light in there. So I have this RGB light which I usually throw in the background, and that is to give light to my background. So I'll quickly turn it on. Let's leave it as whatever color it is at the moment, and I usually put it at the back of my scene. Now, like I said, it is not nighttime, so you can't see the difference as much. But when it is nighttime, you are going to see the difference a lot. So basically, this is how I set up for shooting. If you are using your smartphone, this is what you can use. And these are the gears that I'm using. One thing I want you to take away is if you have lights and you don't want to rely on the sun so much, I have mentioned that sometimes the sun goes down, so your smartphone will have to increase the brightness, and because of that you get noise in your images or in your video. So if you want to be the one to control the light, then you close off everything. So because I have light here, let me close off everything I have in here, and let's see how the lights are affecting my actual scene. All right, so in a situation where you believe you have enough light, then you have to block off all the light in your scene so that if the sun goes down or a cloud is passing over it, it doesn't affect your video. At some point it is going to be bright, at some point it's going to be dark. If you started recording and it started raining, definitely it's going to be dark. So to prevent all of that transition in the lights, if you have your own light, block off everything. Don't turn on the ceiling lights. Don't turn on any lights, just the ones you want in the video, as you can see right now. So in a night time, this is something that is going to be, or this is how my video is going to be because I have these lights in here. I think basically that's it. Anything with regards to the computer or the monitor I use, as long as you can edit off of it, it should be just fine. So I don't think those are worth mentioning in this video. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.